everybody, this is Bobby with BC Designs, and I have another card for you I'm going to share today. This is another card that I designed for my local card class that I had on Saturday, and I just think this card turned out super cute. I actually designed this when I was designing the projects for my monthly card club, and this is one that didn't make the final cut. So I thought, well, you know what, I need 3 cards for my local card class, so I'll use that one there. So my base is Cajun Craze, and I'm going to have everything or almost everything cut out because that's what I do for the girls that attend my local card class. And if you're local to me in Warsaw, we would love to have you join us sometime. And before I forget, I have the PDF listed for you on my blog today. You can head over there, download it for free. It has the measurements, the products that I used, and then step-by-step picture instructions showing you how to put the card together. So my base is 5.5 by 8.5, and I just scored it right in the middle at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5.5. And then I took 4 strips of the Rustic Harvest DSP and cut them at 1/2 inch by 5.5. And I just noticed a typo on my PDF. I put, instead of a V, I put a C. So I need to correct that if I don't forget. But if I do forget, you guys will see it and be like, yep, she forgot. Then they got a piece of Cajun Craze in there, and that's what we will die cut the pumpkin on. And then we have a piece of Mossy Meadow for the little swirly Q. And then I went ahead and die cut for them the 2 little leaves, and I used these sunflower dies. So we'll just layer those behind that in a minute. And then I think I didn't even tell you guys, I'm using the Hello Harvest bundle. This is what I used for my monthly projects, like I was telling you, for my monthly card club that you get by mail. And then for the stem, we're going to use basic black, okay? So the biggest thing, and then we have Cajun Craze and Mossy Meadow that will stamp the leaves on here in a minute and then die cut them out. Let me get this out of our way. The biggest thing about this, when you start to put these on here, is you want to make sure that on the sides that you're leaving enough of the DSP so you can trim it away. And I tried not to put like colors beside each other. So just kind of line it up visually first and see, you know, like, do you have that too high or do you have it too low? I'm going to lower mine a little bit because remember, we need to stamp our sentiment on here as well. So let's just kind of look at that. I think that is about centered and about where I'm going to like it at. So I think I'm going to leave mine right there, and I'm just going to try not to disturb them too much. And then I'm just going to grab my silicone mat so I don't have to worry about getting adhesive on my work surface. And I'm not going to worry about putting it all the way to the ends because we're trimming them away anyway. But I am visually going to look and make sure that I have enough on this end and this end to cut away here in a minute. And then you can kind of move these out of the way once you get that first strip down, because we're just going to take the next strips and put right beside each other. And if you want to, you can leave a little bit of white peeking through in between there. I didn't. I just tried to get them as close to each other as I could. And like I said, I'm not taking that all the way to the ends because we're going to trim the ends. Just going to move them. Okay. And then this is our last piece. Move that out of our way and move this back over here. Just line that up just like that. And then when you flip it over, that's what I mean about having enough. I'm just going to grab my old junky scissors and then you just trim this away. You guys have seen me do this before. I've used this layout before on other cards. It's pretty easy to do, and I really like the effect that you get with that. Let's go ahead and stamp our hello. We'll just ink that up in Memento and just stamp it right there in that left corner, just like that. Okay, then we can adhere this, and we're just going to use our regular snail, or I'm sorry, Stampin' Seal. I had an old snail cartridge and a refill actually in one of the little packets that we use for adhesive. It made me think of that today. It's like I haven't seen snail in a long time. Okay, put one right there. And then we'll just adhere this right on our card front. Okay. And everybody in my monthly card club this month is going to receive a full pack of the Leaf and Label amber dyes, and they're going to receive a full pack of that DSP that they'll use to put these projects together. So let's go ahead and stamp, and then we can die cut everything out at once. So we're going to stamp the Cajun Craze leaf using Cajun Craze ink and cardstock, and then we'll have to clean that leaf off. Clean our stamp. I just went and rinsed out my chamois and cleaned my blocks. So this might be a little bit wet. I'm going to kind of pat it on my leg and hopefully get that excess water off there. And then we'll use Mossy Meadow and stamp that right on Mossy Meadow cardstock. Okay, we'll put those out of the way. I'll clean those up here in a minute. Let's grab my little mini die cutting machine. Okay, and let me see. I don't think I grabbed, yep, I didn't grab that die. I sat here and look at everything before I hit the go live, or not go live, but the record button, trying to make sure I have everything out that I need, and I'm telling you, there is always something I forget to do. We'll kind of throw this guy on here and cut him out at the same time. If you are interested in joining my monthly card club, all the information is on my blog. You can go to Bobby Stamps. I didn't change it when I had to change my name of my business when my Facebook account got hacked and I had to go from Bobby Stamps to BC Designs. So it's still, that's the website, my blog. But everything else is under BC Designs now. Okay, let's move this over here. We'll put this back on here. Let's grab the pumpkin. I'll kind of scoot it up in there and get it out of the way. And then we'll line this piece up. I'm getting really excited, you guys. We are getting really close. November. And we can go to On Stage. And I'm so happy to see everybody that I haven't been able to see in quite a few years because of the you-know-what and not being able to gather. So I'm very anxious to get back out there and see everybody. Okay, now we'll take some adhesive and put right in the strip and then put this right. Oh, you know what? I didn't die cut out the top for my pumpkin. So let me bring this back over here. I knew there was something else that needed to be die cut out. And I really like that these dies emboss that image. I'll show you here in a minute what I'm talking about. They emboss as they die cut for you. So can you see the stem, and then the pumpkin, how it's embossed. I love how that does that for you. Okay, let's put a little bit of adhesive on this bottom piece. And we'll put that right there like that. I'm going to take a little bit of my liquid glue. It doesn't take very much. So just try to get just a little bit in a couple of different areas. And then we'll just kind of place it on the front. I should have cleaned my tweezers, and I keep forgetting to clean them because when I try to let go, it's been ripping. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it ripped my cardstock a little bit right there. That will be next. When I get done with this video, I will go wash them off or use a baby wipe to get that wiped off. Okay, let's bring this in. And what we want to do with this is we're going to put a little bit of adhesive right there along that side. And then we're just going to kind of place that right like that. And then we'll put this right off to the side like that. And then these two guys, we'll just put adhesive on them like this. Now we can kind of place this on there to see where we think we're going to want those leaves. So I'm just going to put this one there. And then I'll put that one right there like that. And you could put them on the back of, use adhesive on the back of the pumpkin before you put your dimensionals on there. And then we'll just put that right in the middle like that. And then we'll grab a few of these gems. My paper got wrecked today, opening and closing and taking in and taking out. Let me grab, and I put two small ones in the center and just kind of space them however you want to space them, really. And then I'm going to put one there, and then the other big one right about, I'm going to nudge that up just a little bit, just like that. Just so you have 4. That's all you need to do. So there you guys go. That is my card for you for today. I hope that you like it. And if you did, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I try to answer all my comments that people leave on my YouTube channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.